All right, y'all, we got a new theme for Deion Sanders. Here at the Catch Up Extra, I'm unveiling it right now. Here it is.
I'm flat out coming.
You hear the clock ticking. You're about to
I'm
stop
coming.
living. I want you to remember me, but the dead don't have no memory. Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me.
I'm coming.
I'm here to do my thing.
Do y'all remember this?
Hold
on, y'all. Tropicana, I got the juice. Y'all don't know about that, man.
Don't make me call up the crew.
Let me start this down. Welcome to the Catch Up Extra, y'all. Bonus points to whoever can give me who this theme song belongs to. If you can give me that down and below in the comments, you get bonus points today, y'all, man. What is up, everybody? Back here again with your Catch Up Extra. I'm just here for not a long time, but a good time. Of course, extras are just, when I want to get some news bits off without putting on a whole show for you guys. So if y'all want to check that out, the Catch Up episode 27 season finale. So that's going to be my last episode before I'm still doing the year-end podcast, but that was my last episode for this season. Talked about the Wakanda Forever movie, did some album reviews for Nas KD3 and Drake Her Loss. Talked about the death of the Green Ranger. I talked about quitting my job. A couple more things. So go check it out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's business. That's old stuff, man. If y'all want to talk about that, that's another video. Let's talk about what's going on today. Oh man, we got to start off with Deion Sanders here. Now, I'm not the biggest football guy. Only time I may watch a game is when Green Bay is on. Maybe Saints, but that's about it. But even then, it's a rarity. I don't care. So I really don't care about college football, but this topic interests me. Seems to be the hot topic, and of course it does hit close to home for me because I am from Mississippi. I'm not from Jackson. Oh Lord, no. But I'm from Meridian, which is not really any better. It may have surpassed Jackson for all I know. Every time I get on Facebook, I just hear something bad going on in my city. So, but it's all the same. Memphis is crap too. It's a place to live. So, it's all the same, man. But anyway, guys, so yeah, I want to talk about this for a little bit. The song I played at the beginning. I don't know how many of you are wrestling fans, of course. I'm still not going to give out the name. I want y'all to throw that. That was another hit. For those of you who want bonus points, who does that song belong to? But anyway, he was talking about in the little session he had with the Colorado players. He was I guess introducing themselves and just kind of if there are any problems, things like that. He gave the players a chance to speak up. None of them really confronted them like that, asked them like what changes are coming, things along like that, but nobody really gave him any trouble. There were some players that did not show up, so he mentioned that as well. So I'm here to weed out the bad. I'm coming. You better not have no cell phones in your pocket, no hats on your head, even though I'm wearing one. I'm coming. If you're smoking weed, you better quit it before I get back to campus. I'm coming. I was with my wife last night. I'm coming. God damn it. Oh man, that's the only thing I can think about. But I like this speech. I liked his speech there at the press conference as well. I was trying to catch up and get as much knowledge as I could about what's going on. Even he spoke with the JSU players as well, and they seem to be in good spirits. So if they're good, hey, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, he did as much as he could there. He achieved what he wanted. Even though I wish he would stay there. At least, complete your contract. So, as far as that deal, he does have to, I believe his buyout is 300,000, which is half of what his remaining salary was, which would have been the 600,000 for the next 2 years, as opposed to the 5 million he's getting for going to Colorado. So I can't blame him. And I just think of it as like a legacy thing. I know he said it's not my location, it's my destination. I was feeling that he was saying some isms up in there, man. I liked his, his bravado, his confidence just when he talks. And he seems confident, as far as where he wants to go and where he wants to take Colorado. So I think he can do it. And I'll be keeping an eye on it. I'll actually be looking and, seeing what's going on. When the program starts and what changes he's going to make. I think he can bring, he can open up opportunities at Colorado as well, for other, black coaches, things like that. He's supposed to be assembling his team. He's supposed to be bringing his son. I'm coming, but he made that known. So he's going to be bringing, I guess, a couple guys from JSU, maybe something like that. So that's a whole nother discussion as far as can you call it nepotism? I mean, his son, from what I understand, is a good player. So if he's a good player, hey, whatever it takes to win. If y'all allow me to bring up my notes for a second, just some other things that I want to talk about here. And you know what I really think it is? I still think he's kind of salty about the whole when he got robbed. When he got robbed at Jackson State, he got his wake up call, Mississippi wake up call. Welcome to Mississippi. They went inside his coach office and stole his phone, all that stuff. Didn't he have a stereo or a boombox or something that got stolen out of the car, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken? But I think he felt kind of sorry about that. He dropped, I think he dropped some subliminals in there when he was talking about the weather is nice in Colorado, the crime is practically non-existent, or something like that along those lines. Compared to, Jackson State. Which Jackson is, Jackson is Jackson. But anyway, I wish he would have stayed and fulfilled his contract, but I know that, this was a stepping stone for him. He wasn't going to stay there forever. But it would have been nice if he did his 4 years instead of 2. That did seem kind of, I don't know. That was a sucker move. I think I covered everything just about what I wanted to cover. Like I said, this is just a quick rundown of some things as far as that. But yeah, I was feeling him during his press conference. He was talking about either coaches either get elevated or they get terminated, which is true. So, I guess, get out before things get bad, because there will eventually be a downfall. And, from my experience, people usually turn on the coach at some point in their career. I've seen it happen. But other than that, like I said, I like how he brought up how, Jackson State wasn't just what God called him to do. And, he's a Christian man. And, I like how he brings those, Christian values to the game or whatnot. And, as far as Jackson State, where they are right now, I don't know like the depth chart or, the situation, who's moving, who's going. But, from what I saw in the his conversation with his players, they seem to be in good spirits. I think they'll keep it going on. But yeah, he did what he needed to do. But at the end of the day, he just he's hitting a ceiling, or he's going to hit a ceiling with Jackson State. The money is not there, and it will never be there. They can only do so much as far as staff and recruitment, things of that nature, facilities. He gave away half his salary, so that was another thing. And, he doesn't need the money, but, you ought to get paid for what you do, right? They doing this for free. But I have no issue with, Deion moving on, but it is what it is. So I'm going to end that conversation right there. And so let's move on to TV, shall we? So I've been watching, or the hell, I watched already. I watched it in one day. The Netflix series Wednesday, which is played by Jenny Ortega. I did a poll in the community, and I think it was like a little bit. It was at 50-50 at first, and then right now I think it's sitting like at 56% or something like that. Jenny Ortega, basically who did Wednesday better, and I think she's killing the role. But of course, maybe I'm saying apples and oranges here because we talking about 8 hours of a series. Wasn't it 8 episodes, or was it 10 episodes? 8 to 10 episodes, or 8 to 10 hours of content. Where this girl can flesh out her character versus a 1.5 hour movie or 2 hour movie, as far as the Addams Family back in the 90s. But she's definitely killing it. I like her mannerisms. I like the whole build up of, her accepting friendship. I'm trying to go non-spoiler here. Of course, with her roommate and some of the other people that the school she goes to. But let's talk about this racism thing that I saw going around on YouTube. So there are two black characters in the movie, one girl and one boy, and they start off as bullies. And I think they have some good character development as well, as far as going from, bully to, I guess you can say, an ally. Let's just say that. Maybe I'm giving too much away, but I think most of y'all have seen it already. I just don't really do non-spoiler reviews, but I know I don't want to go into a spoilerific review just yet, because I don't know if I want to review the series or episode by episode, but I will talk about it in spoiler fashion. So these black characters, they're saying because they're bullies, and it just sounds idiotic when you talk about it, because they are bullies in the series is racist because they made the black people bullies. So you want the black people to get picked on, the black people are at some point in this, they have some power, I guess you could say. The girl in the movie, I forgot her name, but she's one of the popular kids in the school, and but there's more to her than meets the eye, so to say. So you find out more about the black chick in the movie. So she has some development, which I like. But I mean, where did this go from? I think I've seen a couple movies where a black person was a bully. So I'm like, what? Can we stop it? Can we stop it? Come on, woke folks. Stop that, please. Anything else I want to talk about as far as Wednesday is concerned? The characters. Some people don't like the Gomez character. Honestly, I think it works. I know historically he has always been handsome, so to say, or good looking. This one is not, but I think because I enjoy the comic that plays him. I can't remember his name, but I do recognize him. So I was like, yeah, I think he kind of fits the role. And then, but there is a flashback in the movie, so they do kind of give you a more smoother version of Gomez. But there is a flashback in the series, and then Morticia, that's played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. I was wondering why the hell I was seeing Catherine Zeta-Jones in my IG feed, because I was looking up like the Netflix series or whatever. So that's been in my IG lately. I'm like, why the hell is Catherine Zeta-Jones in my feed? So she plays her, and Christina Ricci is in the movie as well. And I just found out what character she was. I watched the whole series and didn't know that was her. So I'll let y'all watch it and see if y'all can tell, where Christina Ricci is in this series, because I didn't know she was there at all until today. But anyway, other than that, I think the casting is great. Like I said, the mannerisms, Jenny Ortega has that down pat, with the stoic look, the not wanting to be hugged. That's another thing, it kind of builds up to it. to where she eventually, hugs, gets to that point, becomes more accepting of her, surroundings and, the people she has to deal with in this school. So I do like that as well. Um, Other than that, I give the series an A. I watched it all the way through. If it made me do that, I'd have to give it an A. I didn't. Of course, if I when I look back, I'm probably gonna pick something out. But right now, I think it's a good series to watch. So that's what I think about as far as Wednesday thus far. But the whole racism thing, I'm like, we reaching here. What are we doing? Because somebody's a bully. Oh my god. Anything else? I think that's it as far as Wednesday is concerned. Let's move to music. And while I look this track list up, I should have had it up already. Come on, Jay. SZA is dropping a new album. Finally, 12/09. So this Friday, and it's been like what 4 or 5 years. So she pulled that Kendrick on it. She thinks she Kendrick bad, but yeah, I think it's finally time for her to drop this thing. We've been waiting, be getting single after single after single, and it's been getting on my nerves, but it's here. And I'm going to go over the track listing as soon as I can find it. I should have had this up already. My goofy ass. All right, so before I go into this track listing, which is pretty long, by the way, but I think with the time that she has been away, I think it's necessary. So usually I rag on long albums, but it's streaming. That's the game nowadays. So I'm anticipating it. I think this is gonna be a good album, man. Just all the singles she dropped thus far. What was it? Good Days, I Hate You, Hit Different. I think that was her song with Ty Dolla $ign. Shirt she just dropped. Did I say I Hate You already? So like four or five singles she's dropped already, and I've been feeling all of them. So I think this is gonna be better than Control. So it's definitely something I've been waiting for. I cannot put it on my top 10, unfortunately. Y'all cannot be dropping in December and thinking I'm about to put you on my top 10. My cutoff is in November. Like the second week in November, I'm like, don't anybody else that drop, we gonna put you next year. So maybe 2023, I'll put her in my top 10. But I do think this is gonna be a dope album. This is the track list. Number 1, SOS. 2, Kill Bill. 3, Seek and Destroy. 4, Low. 5, Love Language. Blind. Use. Don Toliver. Okay, that's one I'm gonna be anticipating right there. I like Don Toliver. 8, Snooze. 9, Notice Me. 10, Gone Girl. 11, Smoking on My X-Pack. What? I don't know. I got a feeling that's gonna be a banger. Smoking on My X-Pack. Okay. Another feature, Phoebe Bridgers. I'm not familiar with her. I may have heard the voice, but I'm not familiar with who that is. Ghost in the Machine. 13, FZF. 14, Nobody Gets Me. 15, Conceited. 16, Special. 17, Too Late. 18, Far. 19, Shirt, which is one of the singles she's already has out. 20, Open Arms with Travis Scott. Should be a good one. Love Galore was a banger from Control, so I expect nothing less. I Hate You, another single. Good Days, another single. And then Forgiveness featuring ODB. Okay, so I think this is gonna be a banger. I'm trying to see what's up with that Smoking on My X-Pack. It looks like it's gonna be fire. But anyway, guys, y'all tell me, what are you feeling from SZA? Are you anticipating this album? Do you think it's gonna be fire? Do you think it's gonna be a letdown after all these years that she's been away? I believe this Control was what, 2017, 2018, something like that. It's been about 4 years. But yeah, so TDE finally decided to drop that SZA pack, So other than that, guys, I don't have anything else to say. I hope I didn't go too long. Like I said, this is only supposed to be an extra, just not here for a long time, but for a good time. I hope y'all enjoyed this show. Make sure to drop y'all comments down below what y'all think about on these topics, and I will see you next time. Peace out.